Hello everybody, what is going on? Midnight Assassin 2003 here. Welcome back to another War Thunder video here. We have our last one of the day. This is the A-36 Apache / Invader. North American aircraft. Is basically the P-51 Model A, just with a fancier Apache name. But it basically is the P-51 Model A. So, we're gonna get started on this. First off, though, I must inform you guys, I broke my glass. Fucking shame. I was going to put my bigger water glass down and forgot I had a smaller one there, and when I put it down, it touched the little one and it broke. It's a shame. Now there's glass on my desk and it's just it's shines up. But whatever, I'll deal with it later. La, 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 la. Anyway, let's get to the video. So, the A-36, beautiful airplane. I love this thing to death. It has gotten me out of so many sticky spots and has also shot down a crap ton of airplanes. The numbers on the side of the plane, my little badges there from shooting down aircraft, are actually legit. I have shot down that much, like that many aircraft in this airplane here, really. Although that is a factory sticker, like you can actually get that same number of stickers put on the side of your plane. I have shot down that exact same number of airplanes in this aircraft, which is pretty cool. So, anyway, this aircraft's role was a ground attack dive bomber. Mostly. Its guns are a lot bigger. A lot bigger. You have more power coming out of these ones. Basically, they're... what is it? There's like a Hawker Hurricane in this game that has its guns that point out a bit more. So it's sort of like that, but this is a little bit similar. This thing wouldn't dogfight as much, it would just more like destroy tanks. Because that's basically what this airplane's role was, but I mean, you can use it for dogfights, and its cannons are very good, because it doesn't have machine guns, it's got cannons on it, so those do a lot more damage than, let's say, a machine gun does. So this thing is armor piercing, and it will shoot through a tank, a small one. So we will try to, like, I'll try my best to do a small little demonstration on the truck or something there, and you'll see it destroys a lot quicker. So anyway, the manufacturer was North American Aviation. These guys were the dudes who built the P-51. The aircraft's first flight was in October of 1942. It's also when it was introduced. It was retired in 1945, sadly, and there was about only 500 of them built, which kind of sucks, to be honest, because they were such great airplanes. It should have built more, but I mean, hell, the thing costed almost $50,000, which is pretty damn cheap. That costs around as much as my dad's truck. It's a shame, isn't it? But that's it. But it was developed from the P-51 Mustang. But it is a beautiful airplane. So anyway, let's get to our general characteristics for this beauty. So anyway, the aircraft's weight is not shown, but I think it's around 3, maybe 4 tons, I'm guessing. Well, it'd probably be a lot heavier due to its sort of role. You could attach bombs to this and all that stuff, and since it's cannons, it would weigh around 5, maybe 6 tons, around there. I have a list of a bunch of aircrafts that I've written down and all that stuff. But yeah, this airplane here would weigh around 5, maybe 6 tons. With the bombs, though, it could weigh up to 7, depending. So that would definitely affect its speed. But it has nothing on it besides its cannons at the moment, and our frickin' crew guy in there, so that's about it. So the aircraft's power plant was one Allison V1710-8 liquid-cooled piston engine. It was a V12 that produced 1,325 horsepower. Very good for this plane. Its maximum speed was 365 miles an hour. That's very fast. Its cruise speed was about 250 miles an hour, and the aircraft could reach an altitude of 25,100 feet. Pretty good. Not bad. Not bad at all. So anyway, its armament. There was 6 12.7 millimeter M2 Browning machine guns, but you could also have these things fitted with cannons that would really rip apart tanks. But the machine guns were also an option depending on this thing's affinitive role. If it was doing bombing, it would have its machine guns, but if you did, like if you were going to do ground attacks, like let's say destroying anti-aircraft trailers, anti-aircraft guns, armored trucks and all that stuff, the aircraft would be fitted with cannons along with a bomb. It could have a 1-ton or 1,000 pound bomb below it, underlaying its 2 hard points. So it's pretty good. Now that we have all of the general characteristics out of the way, let's get this airplane in the air, shall we? So, having a quick look at the aircraft itself, it is fancy Nancy. And in the cockpit, it is very, very detailed in here, and looks quite spacious, although it wouldn't really be that spacious in here. It just looks like that. So anyway, we have a very, very well detailed cockpit in here, and all that good stuff. Nice gauges and all that. So it's very simple. It does have a Spitfire type yoke. It does not have the simple stick. It has a Spitfire yoke, which is nice. And that little button is your trigger. So let's get this thing in the air, shall we? And I will show you this thing's gun's power. So I think in here it is equipped with its machine guns. I am not too sure. I think. Don't quote me on that. Alright, so very, very smooth takeoff. This aircraft is very smooth. And it flies very fast. Like, it can escape quite a few airplanes in a sticky spot. In arcade battles, which is usually what I do, I don't necessarily do realistic battles. But in arcade, this thing turns like in a blink of an eye. Like, that's how fast it can turn. Like, it's a very, very maneuverable airplane. And it's very fast. Now, these are the airplanes you want to do boom and zoom in, because it'll do that. It won't just stall smack into the ground. It'll perform a proper boom and zoom tactic if needed. And once it gets up to speed, it becomes a very maneuverable piece of ass. It does not disappoint. It has not disappointed me. It has done me quite well in a few dogfights. So, yeah. Although I have not really put this plane into a dogfight, but look at that. It just destroyed that frickin' truck right there. Gone. With a simple burst of its machine guns, that truck is a goner. So that's why this thing is so effective. And I've even shot down a Sunderland with this thing. Flying boat. I killed the pilot and his co-pilot as well. And the thing just went down, and it was in cloud cover, and I recorded it, and then all of a sudden everything just got deleted from every good recording that I had of this airplane dogfighting, which is a frickin' shame. So I mean, I couldn't really do a whole lot with that. I was pretty upset by that because it was such a good kill, because I came up right beside him, almost parallel, and killed his pilot instantly along with his co-pilot, and I just saw the airplane dip down into the clouds, and I was like, damn, that was probably the smoothest kill I've ever done in this plane. It was beautiful. Very, very nice kill in this thing. So that's why I love the airplane so much. It doesn't really do a whole lot to tanks, obviously, but I mean, to small armored cars, it destroys the crap out of them. If I had a little bomb on here, it would probably destroy the tank, but I'm not equipping a bomb to this thing with destroyed speed. So, in general, the airplane handles very, very nicely. It is very smooth and will not disappoint you guys if you do choose to fly it. This thing will do the job, if you know how to fly properly, that is. But yeah, it's a very maneuverable plane. Yeah, it has combat flaps, and it also has air brakes, which is another nice feature that not even the P-51 Mustang has, I think. And I have the P-51 Mustang in this game as well, the Model A, but it's in the RAF form. So I'll probably do a review on that aircraft, but it's basically the exact same thing as this one. It's just a little bit different. And the RAF one has the cannon sticking out, so that looks pretty darn cool. And I like to fly that one sometimes, and it's quite fast as well. But you can see how this thing is very fast. P-51s have been known to be very fast and very maneuverable at high speed, which is a very, very impressive thing, and that's what I love about this airplane so much, is that I can do high-speed maneuvers without having to worry about stalling out or the airplane just not responding. This thing will respond at a high-speed maneuver, don't you guys worry at all. Yeah, this thing will just destroy quite a few planes very quickly. It'll eliminate bombers, fighters, what is it, the dive bombers and all that stuff. This plane can do it all. So, that's pretty much all I have to say for the airplane. If I was going to give it a rate, I would definitely say a solid 8 out of 10 for all-in-all performance and for its beauty, because it is a very lovely airplane, and I would definitely recommend taking this thing into battle. The only problem, it takes a while to get this airplane into like tiers and all that stuff, because it's a challenging airplane to get. And I mean, you know, it doesn't necessarily take a short amount of time to get it. It takes quite a while to get this airplane. Oh, I gotta get my freaking gear down. I don't even think we're gonna make the landing. No, we decided to land on our belly. Ah, that's whatever. That's not a smooth landing at all. I forgot the controls. The noob forgets the controls to his own airplane. But anyway, that's that. I'll retract those and put my freaking flaps up. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy this terrible landing, I hope you guys did like that. It was terrible. My insurance is going to be through the roof anyway. But hopefully you guys did enjoy that. Do be sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and do let me know if you guys want to see any more of these. I'll definitely do more of them tomorrow if I can. But anyway, stay tuned for these, and I will talk to you guys soon.